sports lovers and timeout lovers, and welcome to another episode of Do 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 Woohoo! Timeout Sports, a show anybody can watch about sports, stats, facts, and everything in between, from a fan point of view. I'm your host Charlie, so let's go get this ball rolling. Timeout. For the three! Let's talk about some sports. How did I miss that? Oh man, fellow timeout lovers, did we have a insane packed fold game going on yesterday on Wild Wednesday. So, timeout. It's sports time. We begin this absolutely gorgeous afternoon with the first game. We have the Bulls versus the Hawks. As the first quarter, the Bulls started off pretty good actually, but ATL was literally right behind them, as the Bulls were actually up 29 points to the Hawks 28. Then the second, third, and fourth quarter, ATL started soaring above the rafters as they dominated my Bulls with a final victory in Chi-Town, 113-90. The Bull stud of the night was the big man all night, all day, every day, Paul Gasol, with 20 points, 2 tied, 10 rebound, and 2 tied with 5 assists. The Hawks high flyers of the night was Schroeder with 18 points, 3 tied with 6 rebounds, and Jeff Teague with 8 assists. If my Bulls want to do anything before the playoffs and around before the All-Star game going on here, they really have to focus and stop being sloppy, because that's exactly what they look like. They look sloppy, not focused, and their bench needs to step up their game with having their superstars out at this present time. On to the next game, we head to Orlando, Florida, as we have the Magic hosting the San Antonio Spurs. As it was a neck-and-neck game, fellow timeout lovers, to be completely honest with you. In the first quarter, though, the Spurs hit the gas with 29 points to the Magic's 23 points. And then the Magic threw out their special charms and started actually catching up to the Spurs. But the Spurs were literally right behind them. With only a few seconds left, Kawhi Leonard tells the fans there's a reason the Spurs are 44-8, as he makes a jumper with only 0.9 seconds left in the game. Fellow timeout lovers, it was insane. Having the Spurs beat the Magic 98-96. The Magic studs of the night, we had Foreigner with 28 points, Gordon with 14 rebounds, and Payton with 7 assists. On the Spurs stud side, you had Kawhi Leonard, definitely made it happen, with 29 points, 3 tied, and 7 rebounds. And can't forget about Patty Mount Mills with 7 assists. On to the third game. For the three, we go to Cleveland, as the Cavaliers hosted Kobe Bryant and his Lakers. As pretty much every quarter, to be honest with you, Cleveland went insane and just dominated every single quarter. With their swords sharpened, they went against Kobe Bryant and his Lost Boy Lakers. As the King and his Cavs told Kobe, thanks for stopping by, with a final victory of 120-111. As the two kings of the NBA gave each other a huge, respectable hug and called it a night. The Lakers studs of the night, you had Williams with 28 points, Randall with 8 rebounds, and Clarkson with 7 assists. On the Cavs side, it was all about Mr. Kyrie Irving, fellow timeout lovers, with 35 points, Thompson with 13 rebounds, so he was doing pretty good underneath the paint there, and King James helped out with 11 assists. Wow, talk about some awesome games that went down yesterday on Wild Wednesday.
Well, extra, read all about it. Hard off. Law presses.
Alright, this just in, Chicago will be hosting for the first time ever the 2017 NHL Draft. With Chi-Town being pretty popular lately, with my Hawks winning the Stanley Cup last year, it's quite interesting that Chicago has never hosted the NHL Draft. Especially with 6, count them, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 Stanley Cups, as well as winning 3 of those championships in the last 6 years. It's quite surprising that they have not hosted it before. But nonetheless, even though Chicago is on a freight train into just devastating the hockey world, unfortunately they won't be able to pick anybody up for the 2017 draft probably, but it'll still be an awesome thing to see at the United Center, and I know a bunch of Chicagoans and Hawks fans all around the world is definitely not going to miss a second of.
What you watching?
Okay, fellow timeout lovers, man, do we have some packed games going down on Takedown Thursday, such as at 7:30 tonight in goal. In hockey, we have the Florida Panthers hosting the St. Louis Blues. Can our Florida Panthers rip apart and make the Blues sound a little flat? Or will the Blues leave a high note? Tune in on Fox Sports 1 to see what goes down. Also, in NHL, we have my Hawks hosting the Dallas Stars. Can my Hawks dip and duck and dodge the Stars? Or will the Stars come out shining bright? Tune in at 8:30 tonight to see what goes down. And finally, for the 3 on NBA tonight on TNT at 8 o'clock, we have the Thunder hosting the Pelicans. Can the Thunder Buddies make it rain in OKC? Or will the Pelicans claw and steer into victory lane? Tune in to see what happens. Man, talk about some awesome games happening tonight on Takedown Thursday. Well, timeout lovers and sports lovers, thanks for watching. If you really like what I'm talking about, then go to give me a thumbs up. Or, if you really feel me, then why haven't you subscribed yet? Or, you can always leave me a comment below the video here, of course. And don't forget to hit me up on social media, on Facebook at Charles Cowan Timeout, as well as I'm very active on Twitter at TimeoutNow87. Until next time, time out. Let's talk about some sports. Have an awesome Takedown Thursday, and let's go Hawks!